And so begins.
We're going up a hill.
And so begins another week of training. Week 11. It's Monday. Today we're getting to the point where our weekday runs used to be our long runs. So I had 6 today. Katie had 4. So I did 2 by myself. And then she's joined me. So it's a big week. We're crossing the marathon. We're crossing the half marathon threshold on Saturday, going for 15. So making sure we're getting those weekday miles in and resting and recovering so we can crush 15. And that's almost 16. And 16 is only a 10 miler after that. So, you know.
It's another 11 miles.
What's another 11 miles in the grand scheme of life? All right, we're gonna finish our last quarter mile and then be done. So we'll see you on Wednesday for speed. Speed. Happy Hills Wednesday. I just finished 5 miles with the middle 3 being hill repeats. So I found a overpass and I just run it up it, walk the middle part, run down it, cool to recover a little, and do it all again for 3 miles. What could be more fun than that? But I really like doing hill repeats because they're really a great benefit for running, whether you're running a hilly course or not. It's a great strength training because you're building and focusing a lot on your quads, your calves, your glutes. It also is good for speed work. So you run those at a hard effort. And then also it's good for mental toughness. So yeah, but that'll do it for Wednesday's running. And I see all of my training group coming up. So they're gonna be like, why is Kim walking on the trail, recording herself talking versus running? But all right, see you on Saturday. Happy Saturday. We are out at the First President's Home, George Washington, running 15 miles. So won't make it quite to DC today, but we are gonna do what we gonna do, right, Katie?
What we gonna do? Just say right.
We're gonna do what we gonna do.
Gonna do what we gonna do.
We're gonna take these miles, how we take them. I have 3 miles of speed, so those will come after we hit mile 6. But we're not gonna think about that right now. So, okay, we will get back to it and enjoy this time with our founding father, his ghost. Okay, bye! All right, we are about 5.5 miles and we decided we're gonna do an adventure today. So typically every time we run Mount Vernon, we curse it because it's so hilly. So we are just gonna run to DC, hit 15 miles, and then we're gonna call an Uber and have us then bring us back to good old Georgie's house. So Katie wants this fun, right?
Yeah.
Amanda?
I just don't want to turn around and do the hills again.
We just don't want to do the hills again.
I'm here for it.
DC proper is pretty flat. So
anything for Katie.
We might end up with 15 miles or 30. We'll see.
I guess we are allowed to walk once we hit 15.
Okay. Sure.
For sure.
That works. And we don't have to run up the 12th grade 2-mile hill. So, yeah. All right. Getting on to mile 6. All right, I am just starting my effort work. 3 miles with a fartlek. 90 seconds running, 30 seconds walking. So this is mental training right now because I don't usually run 90 seconds, but you know what I can do today? I can run 90 seconds one at a time for 3 miles because sure, Katie and Amanda are back there. I'm gonna do my 3 miles and find them, and then we're gonna finish in DC. So here we go. All right, I finished my speed work. And now I'm back with Katie and Amanda for 6 more miles. We have less than a 10K. And now we're into the unknown because we don't know exactly where we're going. We're just gonna follow a trail till we hit 15 and then we're done. And hopefully it's a spot that a lift will pick us up. So, all right, to DC we go. Officially off-roading it, and by off-roading it, we don't know where we're going. So that sign says, that one there says Mount Vernon Trail. That way, it's 1.2 miles. So we're gonna follow that. Theoretically, that trail should get us to DC or closer to DC. Miles are miles at this point. All right, what are we at? Almost 10? You guys are at 9.5? Yeah, so it's like 5.5 to go. Psh, we do that in our sleep. All right, back to it. Made it to the waterfront. Can that boat take us the last 4 miles? The different views make a run more entertaining. It looks like my orienteering has taken us to a flooded path. I guess we're doing a triathlon today. Okay, try this way. We are still in some flooding, so we have taken up a street. We're running down the streets. It's fine. I was just telling Katie and Amanda some of the things that I learned in Virginia history class, so I'll let you all know some of my early colonial Virginia history. That, look at this, still flooded. Woo! So we're just gonna keep going. We're going the same direction, just a street or two up. So, in the early 1700s, when it would flood in Alexandria, people would think it would be a blessing and it would be a great time. They'd all come out to the flooded parts of the streets and bring their colonial rubber ducks and have a bathing party. So, we're not gonna bathing party yet, but maybe one of these days we'll go find a pool. And we're all the colonial ducks now, trying to find not the water. That is my colonial tours with Kim. Way out there in the water is DC. Woohoo! We're going in the right direction. I think we gotta run. We found the tree that Mother Willow was made after. It was. Hey, on our way to Washington, Reagan DCA Airport. So I don't think we're gonna make it all the way into DC, but we're gonna make it to where we start when we run into DC. So either way, again, we had no no plan in terms of where our finishing point was. It was just 15 miles from where we started, and we are heading towards 14, so a little more than a mile to go, and we will be done with 15 miles. So woohoo to that. We have less than a mile left. We can see the Washington Monument, National Airport, and the trail we have to finish. So we're gonna get back to the run-in and finish this as strong as we can. Whenever you see planes take off for landing, do you always wonder where they're going, or like to pretend? I always like to be like, is someone going to Disney for the first time on that plane? Or are they going, you know, on an adventure somewhere? Where am I not going right now that I wish I was? Almost there. We have less than a tenth of a mile. Helicopter running buddies. We're both filming Katie. Here you go, Katie. Longest run of the training cycle.
Longest run. 0.93.
And you are finishing so strong.
So strong. Slightly strong.
Hey, is this stronger than last week?
Yes.
Yes. Let's get that 15. 15 miles. Did it. So we have finished our run, and now we have done something we've never done before on a run. We have called a lift to pick us up, to take us back to our cars. So, you know, 3 minutes.
But I have called a friend.
Yeah, you know, but we're done. So it wasn't a call of an emergency, which that's okay. If you need to make a, you know, call it when you gotta call it. But, you know, we are heading on back. Once we get back to Georgie's house, we will tell you all about our 15 miles of fun. All right, we are finished with 15 miles. So
I had to keep the trend going.
now we're gonna go use the beautiful gift shop facilities to change and get cold Cokes in their drinks. So Katie, overall, tell us about your morning. Whatever you'd like to share.
I was not sure if I was going to be able to do it. But I did.
Mm-hmm.
I was shooting for 2. That's
Miles?
2 miles. I was gonna be proud of myself if I got 2 miles in today.
And how many did you get?
And I did 15.
So it's okay to feel a little scared when you start to go above the half marathon when you're training for a marathon, or above whatever that like that next area where it's those longest runs. It's okay to feel a little bit scared in there, and just do the best you can, and it'll be okay. We had a really good time. So thanks, Amanda, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and all of our run crew friends that finished. And Rochelle, it was good to see you if you watched this. So great job on your 8 miles. And I think that wraps up week, because I forget what it is. 11?
11 now?
11. I think we're 11. So we're going to go change and get some snackies, and we'll see you for week 12. Yay!